Hey, what's up guys? This 2.6 Elixir Super Cycle Goblin Barrel deck is taking over Clash Royale as the best log bait deck in the game. The ranked 3 player in the world is relentlessly spamming through pro players' defenses using this deck. And it works phenomenally at mid-ladder too, because everyone that you match up to all the way to Ultimate Champion won't have the required mechanics to defend all game without making mistakes. With the slow and deadly Suspicious Bush, Goblin Barrel is getting directly on tower, Prince charging through, and most importantly, the Goblin Curse plus Rage combo, you can take towers in the blink of an eye. When you go in for a Charging Prince or a Goblin Barrel and force out a Goblin Gang or a bait card and go in for a Goblin Curse to steal their stuff, opponents will get traumatized and torn down. Since the average elixir cost is 2.6 elixir, you'll be able to adapt to your opponent's offenses, defending cheaply while pushing at the exact same time. This is by far the best log bait deck to barrel up ranks as quick as you can. It's time to turn the arena into Goblin City and assert dominance. And tons of Goblin love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. Musketeer and the banner. I love that one because the banner effectively breaks from the Musketeer brokenness. But the Evolved Musketeer isn't that insanely overpowered comparatively to like all their other cards that they've added into the game. Look at how Rune Giant was for a while, and Goblin Curse right now with Rage is kind of toxic too. It's just not too many people know about it. If you drop your Goblin Curse first, that's the best way of playing it, so then you can go for the Rage right afterward. And if you can surprise the opponent, that's, I think, my favorite play to do. I think the Bandit isn't going to be able to hit the Prince because it's going to concentrate on the Goblins. So if you do that type of tactic, where you know the opponent is going to use a Bandit on defense against the Prince, you can go Goblin Barrel directly into their Bandit, and then take their dash, and then the Prince crashes through. It's very fun to do, as you guys saw. And the Dark Goblin locks on the tower, which is nice. I wonder if he's going to drop any bait card nearby, so we can Goblin Curse and then Rage, and then use our Spear Goblins to kill it. We're going to get ready. We're going to hover our Goblin Curse. Okay, that's not really what we want to see. But I bet you goes in for a Bandit yet again, so let's do the exact same strategy. We go Goblin Barrel, get ready with our Goblin Curse. Bandit, 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 please. Get a P.E.K.K.A instead. This guy is effectively traumatized. And his P.E.K.K.A targeted the 2 goblins instead of the Prince. Our Prince Charming just can't charm the P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A's just like, nah, I'm not looking at you. I just am not attracted to you, Prince. Get away from me. That mustache, you gotta shave that off before I looked at you. I don't know. Oh, man. All right, we're gonna cycle a Skellies here probably and get a Goblin Gang down. I think that the Dark Goblin just stays alive, which is kind of criminal. If you don't kill that Dark Goblin, it's going to be darting through and producing even more value. Bar Barrel is weird with this deck. I don't like that. I don't like that for me one bit. But, might be able to kill it. Yeah. We're fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. I'm going to go Suspicious Bush right side so we can do dual lane pressure. Princess Tower would not have been able to effectively counter that, by the way. The fact that we have Dagger Duchess allows us to spend a bit more viciously on offense and still have the defense that we want. Look at the timing. It was pretty decent. I don't think it was like the best. We got the sus Bush Goblins with the Goblin Barrel on the right side, so now we've done damage to both lanes. I'm going to go Goblin Gang and also Prince here, and then kind of ignore the Baby Dragon because it doesn't necessarily matter that much to me. Baby Dragon should end up dying without being too problematic or traumatizing for me. Yeah, I think we're good. We're going to throw a Goblin Barrel as well. I can cycle Skellies here on the Bandit if we need to. I think I will. I'll just do it. Not the best, not the worst. It is what it is. Throw down another Prince. And I think that our opponent's in a problematic spot because if he's just down a lot of elixir, the Prince should be able to force out the P.E.K.K.A, allowing us to go for a Dark Goblin and then potentially win the game. I bet you he Electro Wizards here, so let's go for a Goblin Curse and also a Rage, and then we can kill it and turn it into a Goblin. And then he's just like sitting there traumatized because there's no shot this P.E.K.K.A is able to kill this Dark Goblin, dude. You can't kill it. It's a 3 elixir monster. And then we're back to an Evolved Goblin Barrel. This is insane. He has so many reliable answers with splash damage with the Electro Wizard, the Bar Barrel, but he's losing both towers. That wasn't even close. It's not like we even had a building to counter his Evolved P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider pushes. We didn't even have a knockback for his Ram Rider. And we knocked this man out of the match, taking 2 towers if it just extended 1 more second without him even coming close to taking one of ours. His clan might be Chuck Norris 2.0, but our deck is significantly stronger. This is probably my favorite log bait deck in the game right now just because of its velocity, how fast you're able to spam, with the efficiency with the Prince also being able to take the tower is another card where typically you're running log bait to cards like, you know, Valkyrie or Knight, and they just sit there and they're good on defense, but they just don't fulfill the build that the Prince can deal to the tower on offense. That's the reason that I really like the deck. We're going to go Dark Goblin here, and he whiffs the Tornado. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he wasn't thinking. I don't know. Anyway, he's going to take a sizable chunk of the tower there. And I think we can... Oh, man. Another person. The last person I just played into was running Snowball and Barbarrel and Lightning and Electro Wizard and Baby Dragon. Now this dude has Tornado and Barbarrel. I guess we just can't catch a break from these bad matchups, but it don't matter. We got Log Bait reliably rolling through with a lot of ways of manipulating our opponent's card cycle and making them make mistakes. So I do like that, despite these matchups being pretty annoying. I think we want to go Goblin Curse first. This seems kind of weird, but it does 20% damage amplification, so we want to get that on the map as early as we can, so maybe we can kill the balloon. I wonder if that did anything for me. I kind of hope it did, but hard to say. Maybe if I drop the Dark Goblin directly on top of the balloon, darts would have locked onto the balloon a little bit faster without as much travel time. If you guys didn't know, air projectiles, when they're getting shot, they actually have a much longer travel time comparatively to, if you drop a princess directly on top of something, the arrows immediately reach the target. But if you drop it really far away, it just doesn't work like that. We want to isolate our opponent so then he can't Electro Dragon with his big push, because that's how we're going to lose the game. 100%, you just don't win if they do that. We could also actively activate King Tower here, so I don't really want to. I think it does die. Yeah, no. With the Dagger Duchess, you're not able to. I thought about it. I was like, wait, it's just going to die. And then also, if we cycled that, I don't think we would have had a really reliable response anyway. We're going to sus bush so we can captivate the opponent again. We're going to throw down a Goblin Barrel on the right side with the sus bush tanking the left side. I think this is going to be awesome. Even better opportunity for us to go Goblin Gang as well. It's going to be hard for him to defend everything because the bowler's going to be positioned in the back. He's not ready to stop the Goblin attack. We are gobbling up every single tower, my dude. You are getting triumphantly destroyed. And I wonder if we can just go like Prince early, pull back the Lumberjack, and then get our Dark Goblin directly on top of the balloon. And then we can Goblin Curse as well. Oh, dang, that could have been so nice. Let's go Goblin Gang as well. Yes, do that. Please let me kill the balloon. Let me be the baboon. Recycle Skellies. Go Prince again. Are we just outplaying on this guy on every single angle? Like, I cannot believe that the guy has Bowler, Electro Dragon, Barbarrel, Tornado, and he is losing this badly. Bro.
You are running one of the lowest skill decks in the game, and you have multiple answers to me.
And you still can't stop the deck. It's crazy. Every single thing that you match into, you can beat with this Log Bait deck. I'm showing you guys real quick. This is how it's done. It is so fun to play a deck that has this amount of outplay capability, because most Log Bait decks don't have this offensive pressure. You really are chipping out the entire game. This deck can take towers with one push, and you can attack both towers at the same time for even more opportunities of messing your opponent up. Yo, this guy's got double 20 wins in the banner once. Isn't that like a Korean K-pop thing? I'm not necessarily sure, but maybe once upon a time, there's a fairy tale where this laughing goblin sir gets annihilated by goblins. Maybe he gets surrounded by goblins on all sides. Oh no. Oh, I guess we're getting surrounded by recruits. I think we recruited them to this game. So if I go for a Dark Goblin in the middle, it's probably our best opportunity. I love running Dagger Duchess into recruits, especially in the early game and the later starts of the game in double or triple elixir. It's really bad, but in single, it's quite good because you can annihilate all of those recruits without spending too much elixir. Gotta appreciate the Dark Goblin range too. It's ridiculous. Witch? Ooh, wait, with Goblin Curse on the Skellies? Rage as well? Please, let me get the Goblins to attack faster on the Witch. Yes! That is diabolical. Those are the plays that make me happy playing Clash. If you can turn skeletons into goblins instantaneously and then rage them up to the point that they can kill a witch, you're going to take your opponent's towers without a hitch, and they are going to be like, bruh, we're going to snitch on Red King. We're not going to be playing for that team anymore. And they just like rage quit. And they freaking arrows my King Tower. Wow. He says good game. I do think that was a good game. I enjoyed that experience. And I don't think you did, but I do appreciate you. Very rarely do you ever see someone say good game after they lose the game. Usually they just rage quit and out of utter anger. But the guy from once allowed a civil rage quit to happen for once. Leonidas, it is an honor to meet you, my man. I'm going to go and greet you with our suspicious bush. And I don't think that he's going to appreciate my Trojan horse out here. If I go and cycle that and then I am able to accommodate his witch with a Goblin Curse, I might be able to mischievously do the exact same play that I did before. We're going to rage and power through the witch again. You could not have set that rage up better because it was effectively a Goblin Barrel on his tower. The amount of damage that we're doing emotionally to our opponents with witches dying to Goblin Curse Rage is hilarious. Because you can't even kill Witch with a fireball, right? Doesn't even die to poison. But the fact that you're able to astonish opponents with 4 elixir, dropping a sus bush, and then, you know, using the Goblin Curse and the Rage, Just 4 elixir with the Goblin Curse and the Rage, making the opponent's rage quit. It's awesome. This is the second rage quit that we got. And I don't know. Whenever I play a card like that, that requires some timing and can also counter mid-ladder cards like Witch, it makes the game so much more fun for me. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. Are you enjoying Rage plus Goblin Curse? Always drop your Goblin Curse first for the damage amplification. And then if you drop your Rage first, then it's just, you're not getting the maximum damage. You do 20% extra damage with every card when your Goblin Curse is on the field. So if you can stack spells after the Goblin Curse to get your maximum damage output. Because of a couple Rage quits, we're playing more games than usual today. I think we're gonna go for a solid 6 instead of a steady 5. We're gonna cycle our Skellies in the back, and then we're gonna go in for a Sus Bush on the left side. Ooh, all right, wait. I gotta try it. Test it for science. It didn't do anything. Oh, I just wanted to know if that would work. I did it so you guys don't have to, okay? Do not Goblin Curse a freaking Bats in the middle, because number one, it just doesn't do anything. Secondly, unless you Rage, you're gonna be able to... Oh, I guess we can Rage here. Is this gonna be a Lava Hound deck? We don't really have any anti-air defenses besides a Dark Goblin, so kind of a tough matchup, but it is winnable potentially. We'll see. Test it out for you guys as well, you know? It'd be that way. We are the science teacher out here. No safety goggles, though. We're just going in raw with the Sus Bush and a Goblin Barrel. So, the thing is, we would love to go Goblin Curse on Bats, but I don't know if you're going to give it to me. Yeah, you're going to Arrows instead. Are you eventually going to drop your Bats, my brother? We're holding our Goblin Curse for the Bats. Nah, he is so reluctant to cycle the Bats because he knows I am fierce with my freaking curse. I'm crazy with the curse out here, guys. I think we're going to get something. Bats, still not good enough. We want a skeleton army, man. Thank you for delivering everything I ever wanted, my guy. A goblin army. He couldn't stop himself from doing it. He saw the tower going down. And he's like, well, I got to save it. And then, young lion, you might have a heart of a lion. You might have the courage, because that was the most courageous play I've ever seen. But it also wasn't a smart play. It deleted everything you owned. This deck continues to gain ground as one of the best noob stompers available. The fast wins that you get is pretty much unrivaled by any other deck. Especially since, you know, most people are aggro, so they'll slip up, allowing you to break through, and then deal disastrous damage to them. Cycle Barbarrel, and he's having Electro Dragon, so this is a true challenge. It's not easy playing against someone with double small spells. I bet you has Tornado too. Yeah, he does. He's got Tornado, Barbarrel, and, I mean, we're doing a lot of damage still, so I'll take it. I wonder if the Electro Dragon even gets a hit. I don't know if it does. I think it's one, so fine for us to eat it. It is what it is. We'll cycle Skellies here on the cannon cart. And then I think we have to go in for a Goblin Gang as well to minimize damage. And I'm also going to throw down a Goblin Barrel as well, because we got the Dark Goblin in the front. We got the Spear Goblins as well. And also, you know, you have to deal with that. Come on, man. You've got a Golem deck and you're about to all-in me like a madman. I see it. I see the vision. I see the science behind your plays. It's not really scientific. It's not very smart, but it does work based off of the stats in Clash Royale. If you have double small spells with an Electro Dragon evolution and you're up elixir, it's going to be really hard for me to beat you. And that's what this guy's banking on right now. I'm going to go in for a Prince, and we bait out the Barbarrel, so that's good. I do really want to get this Dark Goblin to kill that, so then we can maybe... Yeah, it didn't pull in the Prince. That's wonderful. If we can get his elixir depleted, he might only get one push here. But we're trying to methodically deplete his entire bank, make him go bankrupt, and then he can't go in for huge golem pushes. Still doing it. I wonder if we 3-crown, because we've got the Goblin Barrel, and it's really hard to concentrate it on one side to get maximum value. But if you do drop it on the 3-crown, it does get concentrated in one side. I think that's what we have to do. And then just use the Dark Goblin on defense, because it's hard for him to counter that. Yeah, that's what we're going to go for. We go for the Evolved Dark Goblin here. It will hit the Golem. And I'm going to go Skellies. He'll probably Tornado that, so I need to go and counter the Cannon Cart. No! My Dark Goblin died. I might be cooked. I might be cooked. How am I supposed to counter this now? I think we got to go in like this. Yeah, I think we just have to, because there's no way I'm going to stop that Golem. But bro dropped another Golem at the bridge! What is he doing? Oh, you Looney Tunes character. You freaking Looney Tunes character. You're not real. What are you doing? All right, we got to seal the deal. We got to steal. This has to work. We're going Sus Bush, but it got broken. That's not it. The Golem is actually still my 3-crown. I think I got to go Skeletons here. This is unreliable, but we might be able to get it to happen. We got a little bit of damage. What if we go like Rage, Curse, and cycle him? I probably should have went Curse first, but it's still fine. We go Goblin Barrel here. We have Skeletons on deck. We can pull his stuff a little bit and then get a Goblin Gag down. Yes! Oh my goodness. That matchup is miserable. Barbarrel, Tornado, Electro Dragon, Ice Wizard. Great job, dude. Awesome matchup for you. So glad to beat you, because I have no way of killing his Golem besides Dark Goblin Evolution. That is definitely going to get tornadoed in every single time. If I played that a little bit better, I would have kept my Dark Goblin Evolution alive in the face of the cannon. I saw the Cannon Cart Tornado play ahead in my Crystal Ball, but you still able to crystallize a perfect play of killing my Dark Goblin, making the game so much more sketchy. But as soon as he stayed true to the tried and true religion of dropping every card he owns at the bridge, following up trying to 3-crown me, we 3-crowned a bit harder and took almost all of his tower out in one push, allowing us to gradually chip away at the tower in the final seconds to collect the win. Even when you have 0 building against a big Golem push of doom and your opponent's got double small spells with all the splash damage in the world to counter your bait deck, you can still win if you outplay them.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love